my grade 3s. Welcome back to the A+Oic. I trust we are all doing well by the grace of God. By now, I know you are done with Unit 3. We've gone, on a roller coaster on that kind of ride, and I'm sure you are enjoying it, huh? Yes, so we are back again to take on Unit 4 to complete with everything that we've been doing, from the beginning of this series. So Unit 4, we have programming the drawing back. Remember, this was the last thing that we did in class, right? That was last week, if my memory serves me right, and I know I'm not wrong, that is correct. So programming the drawing back. So in this lesson, we are going to learn how to make a program, with input and output, and then we are going to use loops to create patterns, and then we are going to look at how to find and fix errors in the programs. Remember, we've seen an example where the answer, or where the ask block was out and then the save block was in, and then the program wasn't making sense. That was something that wasn't right. So in this unit, we will use Scratch to draw patterns. When I say patterns, maybe we can draw a star, right? We can draw anything that we want to, right? And maybe we can draw maybe a diamond, right? And that is like a pattern. We can draw asterisk, we can draw spider, we can draw anything that we want to, right? So the patterns will use number values. There are two ways to set number values in programs. So we set the value when you write the program, or you use a number that is input. So maybe like the way we set variables, we can say a is equal to 10 in the program, or maybe we'll let the person type how many number, or how many numbers, or how many times as the person wants the program to draw. That is a second one. So in this unit, we will look at both ways of setting number values. So let's look at that without wasting my time. So you can see we have patterns here. If you can draw these shapes using a colored pen and a ruler, do not worry if you are not as tidy as a computer. We are going to be drawing these with a computer in our Scratch. So pay attention and let's write together. So here we have keywords, we have degrees, we have erase, we have error, we have fixed value, we have requirement, we have variable, and then we have value. I've explained this to you multiple times in class, right? So degrees. So degree simply means a unit of measurement, for angles. What do I mean by angles? I make a square here. This particular side is an angle. You can see it has an inner, and then we have another one. This is an angle. This is another one. That is an angle. So you rotate a little bit to get to that particular angle. So degree is just a unit of measurement for angles. You remember when I came to class, I drew this particular graph. I told you this side and this side is 90, this side is also 90, and I have 90. So we had 90, we had 180, we had 270, and then 360. So a full rotation is giving us 360 degree. But when we rotate a little bit, maybe we go here 30 degrees, right? When we rotate a little bit here, maybe we'll be getting 70 degrees, right? And then remember, I told you that on this straight line, this was the x-axis, negative, and then y positive x-axis, like that. So everything within this confines, okay, is what? Is positive, and it should come horizontal this way. And then we also have the y-axis. This is the positive y-axis and then negative y-axis. So you know, anything within this side is positive, and then anything within this side is negative, right? Yes, but just what? Have a look at that. So that is degrees, okay? That is the word units of measurement for angles, okay? So at the moment you tilt a little bit, you turn the sprite around, okay? So as you can see, my sprite, it has been tilted. But look at this. If I should click on this, can you see this? So you see this? Yes, this is going to help us for the measurement, okay? And then the rotation. So look at this. If I should hold this, can you see the direction is changing? So look at 90 degrees, it will stand straight. So 90 or 91, 90. So look at 90, it is standing straight, right? Yes, it stands straight. If I should rotate to 30 degrees, 30 degrees is going to, you know, stand somewhere like this. Okay, let me give it a try. 30 degrees, you see? Yes, so 90, that is positive. All what I'm doing is positive because I told you, because I told you, I told you that with this we have positive y, we have negative y, we have positive x, and then we have negative x, okay? So everything here is positive, and then the sprite is, you know, right there, you know, that is what, that is, you know, a full 90 should come here. We have just, you know, positive on this line but negative, but this side is fully negative, this side is fully negative, but this is negative positive negative positive. So look at this. I should scroll down. Let's go to another, let's add another 90. Okay, so every 90 degree, every 90 degree, every 90 degrees, okay, makes the sprite stand straight. I should add another 90 to it. It is going to stand this way. Another 90 to it. It is going to go this way. Another 90 to it. It is going to go this way. So let me take you to 180. You see, it is going to 10 and then face this way straight. So let me do that. 180. Can you see? Yes, that is 180. Another 90. Okay, so that goes into the negative. I told you, right? I told you that this is the what? Positive, right? Positive, all are positive, and then this side negative, right? So when it gets in here is positive, when it gets in here is negative, right? And then this one, you know, they balance together, positive negative. Okay, so negative, let's get about negative 90. Yes, so like that, and then let's add another one. Add a 0. Yes, it stands this way. So positive 90 actually gives us the straight position. Okay, so we know that so we know that this way and then that way is positive, this way and that way is negative, right? Yes, it's negative. So as I've said, this side is positive, this side is negative. Okay, this side gives us what? Negative, but this side also gives us positive. So that is what we know from the angles, right? Yes. let me get back. So we've seen that. And then erase simply means we are cleaning what we've done, right? Erase just means we are cleaning what we've done. Error means what? It is not giving us what we expect, so it is misbehaving, right? Fixed value means the number, okay, is up to, okay, when I give you 1 plus 1, the result is fixed, is 2. It is not 2.1, okay? So that is a fixed value, right? It's not like maybe 2 divided by 3, okay? This is going to give us, like 0.6, right? 0.6, and then this is not a fixed value, but this is what? A fixed value. It gives you what? An actual decimal. And then we have a requirement, something that is needed to be done, okay? Needed to be done. And then we have a variable, is a data that changes with time, okay? So we store data in a variable, but that data can change with time. You could put what? A is equal to 10. Within another time, I can change it. I can make it A is equal to 5. That means I've changed the data in it, okay? And then we have a value. A value can be what? Anything, either A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it continues that way, okay? So let's look at this. We have this here. It says, does a drawing made by a computer count as real art, or is it that cheating? What do you think? The Scratch slogan is imagine, program, and share. People who make programs can share them on the Scratch website. Take a look. All right, so let's have a look at what we have here. Get ready to draw, right? How to make the Scratch sprite draw with a pen. So here we are being introduced to a new concept, that is the pen blocks. Right? So a Scratch program is made of blocks. In this unit, you will use some extra blocks. These blocks will make the sprite draw with a pen on the screen. You have to add these blocks into Scratch before you can use them. Remember when we came to class, I told you we have something we call extension, right? Extension adds extra capabilities, okay? Extensions, they add extra capabilities to be able to help us in order for us to do extra things that the local or the ordinary blocks isn't capable of doing. All right, so we are going to go to extensions, and then we'll select the pen tool, okay, to start doing this. Okay, so we are going to just do a simple program, right? There are 3 pen blocks in this particular program, as you can see from here. The erase all block, okay, set up with a blank screen. So the erase all is going to start cleaning everything. That is, if there was something that was drawn, it is going to clean it before it starts to draw a new one. And then the pen down is going to start to draw. And then set pen size, okay, that is the size. So if it is 1, it is thin. If it is 2, it is a little bit big. If it is 3, you can see how big that will be. If it is 4, can be bigger. So let's try. But we saw go to X, that is the motion block right here. We've already learned the Cartesian or the coordinate, where I told you the middle of the stage, you see on the graph, is always for 0x and then 0y. That is in the middle. That means the sprite is going to stay in the middle, 0 and 0. Because if I should show it to you here again, look at this. This is the x-axis, right? It is -45. It is not in the middle. Can you see? It is not in the middle. Look, if you should measure, it is not in the middle, right? If I should put here as 0, I should put here as 0. Now you can see it is in the middle. Now you can see that it is in the middle, right? Yes, we've done this several times in class. Okay, so let's build this simple program that we are being asked to do. Okay, so I'll delete this. Let me delete these. Yes, very good. So let me get to the extensions. So you can see I have extensions here. I click on extensions. I find a lot of them, but we are interested today in the pen, right? So at the moment you click and then you add. It is being added to your block categories, okay, to the block palette, right? It has been added. It becomes the last one. So we have this. We have to add an event, as you know we always do, and always we have to clean. We have to clean first. We have to clean first before we use the pen tool to draw. Okay, if you don't clean, all the old drawings will still be showing. So we have to clean first, and after we have to start, drawing pen down. Okay, let me just put this. So let me explain these before, right? So erase all, cleans everything. Stamp is going to duplicate what we've done. Pen down is going to start drawing. Pen up is going to stop drawing. Set pen color to, we can change the color of the pen. Change pen color, okay, by 10. So the 10 is going to be a number, but it is going to change the color. So 10 can be maybe yellow, you understand? Set pen color to 50. Also the same thing, okay, and then change pen size. That is the size of the pen, and then set pen size. So when we set, we can use, okay, so you can set it and then you can use it. Or whilst using, you want to change. So change can happen whilst even in motion. Okay, setting means we are using it, but change means maybe it had maybe 5 as set, but now I've changed it to 10. That is changing, right? So those are the pen tool blocks. So when we come here, we'll be having a pen down. So as you know, it starts that way. It cleans everything and it puts the pen on to start to draw. That is how the erase and then the pen down works. So if I should go to the motion, I have to put this in the middle, the sprite in the middle, right? Yes, I put the sprite in the middle, and I'm going to tell it maybe to be rotating, to be drawing, okay, let me move 10 steps before it rotates. Let me put it in a forever loop, or maybe repeat 10 times for me, like this. So let's see what happens, right? Can you see what it is doing? See, it is drawing, right? If I should remove the erase all, see what happens. It is not going to clean again, it continues. You see what it is doing? It is just what? It is just drawing. It is just what? Drawing. Can you see? It is not cleaning, right? But if I should add the erase all, it's going to clean everything before it starts. See something? Can you see? If I try to remove everything here, it is going to clean everything. Can you see that? So the erase all cleanses everything, right? Yeah, so that is just what? A basic program to draw, this nice spiral flower, right? So let's run it again. I don't have to clean this. If I clean it, you're not going to get the spiral. Okay, so let me put this like this. The spiral, like a flower. Yes, I hope you can see that. Very nice. Okay, so let me just add it back. and let's clean everything. Okay, so we go back to our book, and we were asked to even change set our pen to 5, right? So let me set my pen as well. Let me go to this. So look at this. This is using the initial set already. Okay, that is set pen size. Yeah, this is 1, so I'll set it here. I'll make it 5. Let's see if it draws bigger. Can you see how deep in that is? I've set it to 5, so it is now deep, right? So that is that, as simple as that, right? So let's move on. So we've been given a program here, okay, to do. So we put it in the middle, we erase everything, pen down, we set pen size to 5, and then we move 10 steps, and then we rotate again. This is in forever. So let's also put our program like that. Let me remove these. I'll remove these, and then I'll put control. I'll put yes forever here. I'll put this, and I'll put this. Yes, we're being told. Okay, so I'll put this here. So let's see what happens. So this is just drawing a circle, right? Just drawing it because it is in the middle. It is just moving 10 steps and rotating. Okay, drawing a circle. So that is that, a simple program in drawing the circle. Okay, so we move up to 4.2. We are being told to change the program, so you can change the steps, number of steps, because it has to move. Okay, it has to move before maybe it makes a 10, right? To draw a square, you can move 100 steps and then you rotate 15 degree, another 100 steps, you rotate 15 degree, 100 steps. So let's try that. A square, we can draw a square. Please let me make this 90 degrees. Yes, like that. Okay, so we have a small square. Okay, let me make this 100. Yeah, so you can see we have a square. Yes, we have a square. So we moved 100 steps, 90 degrees straight, and then we moved another 100 steps, 90 degrees straight. Okay, yeah, so let me make here 3. Let's see again. Yes, it couldn't complete the task. Let me make here 4 again, and let's start. Yeah, so we have 4. Okay, but before it moved 100 steps, and after, yes, it rotated. So I'll make here 50, and let's see. Very well, this gives us what? Accuracy. So that is that. So you can make everything that you would want to do, okay, with it. You can change the numbers, anything that you want to make. So it's the same thing. You can make this program. Okay, you erase all, pen down, set pen size to 5. Transparency, you change the deepening of the, you can see that this is not deep. That is, we've changed the transparency. So you move 100 steps, 150 degree, 10, and now you change the pen again and again and again. So you can try it out at your end. Okay, so this is variable values, which I'm going to leave the remaining here. We'll continue with this next time. Okay, yes, it's been a long run, and we've done so many that has been covered in our exams. We'll continue this another time, that is next term. I'm going to record for grade 4, 5, and then 6. So until we meet again, this is the A+Oic Bye bye, and then best wishes in your exams.